Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Ochole Okutepa is my name.
I'm Julia.
Must we do this every day?
No.
You can't introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Julia, Ochole's wife.
Eh? Is that what I'm looking for? Can you imagine? All right. So, we're glad to be speaking to you again today. Thank you for all the feedback that we get from people telling us about how these videos have been a blessing. Really, thank God. We are so glad we do it. We just get in front of the camera sometimes.
I'm so glad we do it. You know? A lot of times he's been telling me, let's do this together. I'm like, hey, just do your thing. I'll be praying for you and I'll be supporting you. Just do your thing.
You see, God caught her. Okay, today's conversation, how to give a compliment that makes your marriage work. Because a lot of people don't even know how to give a compliment, all right? So I'm just going to show you something. I don't even know if that's showing in the reverse, but Julia just came out this morning and I'm like, okay, you're wearing this about take a compliment and there's so much on compliments on the shirt and I'm like, okay, let's talk about this. Back from that short commercial. All right, I'm sure you're able to read one or two of them. You're strong, you're brave, you're beautiful, you are this, you're that, and all of that. Let's be frank and let me tell you the truth. A lot of married people are going through a very low self-esteem because their partners don't actually compliment them. All right, and the thing about compliment is this: if you're not complimenting, you're also not in the middle. You're taking away value from how they feel about themselves or how they perceive themselves. And let me be frank with you, marriage is the easiest place to complain. Because, I mean, you see this person every day, their flaw is before you.
Their flaw is before
Opinion flows anyhow. Like, you have an opinion on everything they do. And I meet a lot of married people who just, like, within the first few weeks or months of their marriage, come to us for counseling. And the problem is, can I ever do anything right? Especially the ladies, because the men have so much power that they don't even know when everything about their communication is no, yeah, no, I don't like, hey, who, ha, who, problem. So you need to begin to be deliberate about complimenting so that the spirit of see finish will not finish your marriage. All right? Yes, you were going to say something. So
let me tell you one secret about complimenting. Every time you compliment your spouse, there's a part of their brain that says, yes, do it again. So if he was kind to you and you come, wow, baby, I love that. That was so thoughtful and kind of you. Somewhere in his mind, it registered, do it again, repeat action.
Wow.
So if you keep complimenting, see, if your spouse is doing something you don't like, do not focus on it. Do not focus on that and keep telling them, you're doing this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. It sends negative signal to his brain.
And it becomes nagging.
Or her brain.
Yeah,
yes.
It becomes nagging. And part of what happens when nagging begins to happen, you begin to face resistance. So I say to people very often, minimize the confrontation because some people are over-confronting. We know there's an issue. Your spouse or your partner is not dumb. They already heard you. All right? So part of what you do is to look for what is good enough to compliment so that you can find a balance between complaining and complimenting. Because for a lot of people, your complaint bank is full, but your complimenting bank is so low, it can't even withdraw nothing. All right? So it's so important, while nobody is perfect, to know what to overlook, to know what to discuss, when to discuss it, how to discuss it. All right? Because if you are not careful, you become a nag. Not because you were originally a nag, but because you are letting the circumstance you are complaining about to overwhelm you. Men nag, women nag. I mean, this is not limited to any gender. All right? It is just that if you do not know how to handle the pressure of imperfection, then you become a nag. And once you become a nag, you begin to overlook all the great things about your partner that you can compliment. And before you know it, it looks like 1 year, you have barely complimented any single thing they have done. All right, you need to focus. And let me quickly say this, then let Julia say some things, then we'll wrap up this video. I want to keep it short. See, compliments should not always flow from your emotion. This will shock a lot of people. It will shock a lot of people.
True.
So you want to think your wife should look good to your emotion before you say she looks good. You don't have sense. I'm sorry. Let me keep it simple. You know what? You have a responsibility to pick something about them to compliment all the time, more like fueling a car. if you want your marriage to flow, you don't have to wait until you feel like it to compliment. So if she made effort, for instance, and made a hair, my brother, my sister, whether you like the hair, it's okay later to say, but can you do that other style again? You see, that's a difference. You didn't say the hair is not fine. It is much, much, much later, like a week into the hair, or when she's due for another one, you're like, but I really love so and so style. But a lot of people do, when you begin to put the one that she has on down, you're going to get some resistance. Like, I spent how many hours making hair, and all you can tell me.
You know what it took for me to sit that long?
All right. So it's so important to understand the art of communication. Yeah. Julia is going to say something now, but if you've not read our book, Till Death Do Us Part, and you are particularly married, you're missing. It's a mentality guide for the married. 75 reflections. Come on, talk to us.
Because you are in covenant relationship with your spouse.
Louder.
Because you are in a covenant relationship with your spouse, and because of your proximity to them, you are the strongest voice in your spouse's mind or head. So they listen to you. You may think, what I say is not important, but your voice is so powerful. Wow. And it's very important that you are always positive. You are always giving hope. You are always giving encouragement. You are always giving value. Like, I always take my time to tell this man what he means to me.
I'm telling you. See, if nobody believes in me, in this word, she does.
I do.
And that's great news, man. And the same thing, if you don't believe in my wife, you're missing, because I believe in her. Absolute belief.
See, just this morning we're discussing. I made a statement. I made a statement, and he was like, "Is that my wife?" And it just made me think way back.
Because God has used me to work on her. Before,
I have changed. I have grown.
Why?
I have improved.
Bible said the man should wash the woman, his wife, but the washing of the water, but the word. Just like Christ who washed the church and present the church to himself a glorious one. I'm her washing machine. I wash her with my words.
Can you see how clean?
When I say she's beautiful, she has no choice but to feel beautiful. Not just feel beautiful. She begins to exude the beauty. You see? See, let's be frank. This thing, we're not here playing. We come here to talk real conversation.
Sure.
Right? When we try to just find an angle to this matter, talk about this, do that. See the way we are just leaning on the bed, just trying to find a good angle to talk to you. Don't make your marriage fail. Don't make it fail at all. 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 We need to let it enter. Don't make it fail at all.
Okay.
Don't make it fail at all.
It won't fail.
It cannot fail in Jesus' name.
It won't fail.
All right, so guys, it was nice having this conversation with you. We look forward to your seeing our videos again. But just in case you watch to the end, this challenge is going to be different. Most times I say just tell us what you learned, and then people will begin to, Can you type in the comment the best compliments you want to hear in your life? Yeah. Even if there are 10, type it. Like, I want to be told this. This makes me feel happy. Just type in the comment, what are the compliments you look forward to receiving, whether as a single or as a married person? All right? So, I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Bye.